On this day in history, July 21, 2011, the U.S. Space Shuttle program ended after 135 missions, as the orbiter Atlantis landed at NASA's John F. Kennedy Space Center at Cape Canaveral, Florida. The Space Shuttle program was the fourth human space flight program carried out by the U.S. National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, which accomplished routine transportation for Earth to orbit crew and cargo from 1981 to 2011. Over its 135 missions, it carried 355 astronauts from 16 countries, many on multiple trips. The Space Shuttle, composed of an orbiter launched with 2 reusable solid rocket boosters and a disposable external fuel tank, carried up to 8 astronauts and up to 50,000 pounds of payload into low Earth orbit. When its mission was complete, the orbiter would re-enter the Earth's atmosphere and land like a glider at either the Kennedy Space Center or Edwards Air Force Base. The first fully functional orbiter was Columbia, designated OV-102, built in Palmdale, California. It was first launched on April 12, 1981 with a crew of 2. The longest shuttle mission was STS-80, lasting 17 days, 15 hours. The Space Shuttle retirement was announced in January 2004. President George W. Bush announced his vision for space exploration, which called for the retirement of the Space Shuttle once it completed construction of the International Space Station. To ensure the ISS was properly assembled, the contributing partners determined the need for 16 remaining assembly missions. As the Atlantis Orbiter was prepared for the final launch and need mission, the decision was made in September 2010 that it would fly as STS-135 with a 4-person crew. It launched on July 8 and landed at the Kennedy Space Center on July 21. By the end of its final mission, Atlantis had orbited the Earth a total of 4,848 times, traveling nearly 126 million miles, which is more than 525 times the distance from the Earth to the Moon. If you're interested in learning more about this day in history, check out these books that are linked in our bio. If you use these links, you can support our page.